functions that it can be challenged on and so on. But the judiciary is it's not an appointed arm, it is a delegated arm by the sovereignty of Kenyans so that it performs functions just like the legislature.
So it's answerable to Kenyans?
Yes.
Legislature is answerable, executive is answerable.
So
why are they answerable?
They are not answerable. They are.
They are answerable, but they're not playing. They're not
giving them the benefit. There are three elements of the GSC. GSC, in its constitution, as a Chapter 15 constitution, may be problematic, and therefore it's something you can look at.
But what is maybe?
Wait a minute. Just like you can look at the Parliamentary Service Commission, and you can see it cannot rise beyond conflict of interest and vested interest. So there are issues there. And when we are talking about things that need to be looked at, we need to look at it. But the judiciary has three ways in which it works. First, if you have a complaint, you go to the next level. If you don't like what the magistrate has done, that's why the appeal process is there.
Please. And how long does that take? 200 years?
That is the law. We will have to also go by our structures. If I don't like a decision, I can appeal against it. Will I still like what happens? Maybe not. I still have to go to the next level. But after the Supreme Court has spoken, that is it. Having said that, I think that the judges are exercising independence as they sit to try matters. That's why, for example, the issue of whether the Deputy Chief Justice was in order to appoint a bench or not came into play. The point I'm making is that corruption may not be something that is not in the judiciary, but to condemn the judiciary, just like we are condemning the legislature,
we're critiquing,
just like we are condemning the executive on the issue of corruption,
we're critiquing.
We have to do it with a whole understanding that these are part of the society. Who is it that is bribing the judges? It cannot be the judges bribing judges.
So why are they accepting?
It can only be lawyers or people who are litigating bribing. So nobody can come and say, this jurisprudence thing is really a judiciary problem. No.
But they're the beneficiaries of it.
No, it's corruption, and this corruption is being perpetrated by all that are involved, not necessarily judiciary.
But if somebody comes to give me a bribe, I don't need to take it. Now you're saying that it's been perpetrated by others.
You see, you cannot say that.
Let me just come into that conversation. And I would say I'll be hesitant to delve to the extent that the lawyers here have spoken to. But for me, within the devolution space, I think there is this aspect of mass condemnation, which has become very rampant. And I think the president, in his message, he was specific. He said, some members of parliament.
Not all.
Even on this issue of jurisprudence, we are not saying
everyone.
It's the entire judiciary.
It isn't.
It is not the entire JSC.
Exactly.
So let's be clear so that we are not mass assassinating the entirety of institutions. If there has been an indication of some elements in judiciary or JSC, same also in devolution. We have heard before that governors or members of county assembly, let me speak because when I was sitting as a member of county assembly, we were condemned. One time we were called rats.
Right.
But really, it was because of the character taken by some of us. So everyone condemned the entirety of members of county assembly. We are saying there's been an indication that some governors are involved in illegal activities. Is it the entirety of Council of Governors or Gold Governors? No. So to me, I would think that when we are pointing some of the unethical practices or wrongful doings by individuals in institutions of government or structures of the constitution, it should be specific to say, and let's be very careful, when we hear a statement that has been come out, that some people, then let it be left at that there are some elements. Not so if we condemn the entire institution,
no.
it becomes...
Absolutely.
And that's what now Dr. Oloo is saying. We are saying then this structure in the constitution is not working. So for me it's about, let's not go into mass condemnation. We pick on the specific, I would choose the language of the president.
Caesar's wife must be above reproach. So it doesn't matter, what part of the judiciary is corrupt. I mean, this is where we go to seek justice at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the temple of justice.
Temple of justice.
Temple of justice.
So we can't really say,
so it must be Caesar's wife.
Okay. So we have to be satisfied because, there's just a pocket of a judiciary who are really corrupt.
So they should be ruled.
Someone whose life is on the line, and we have a judge who's corrupt, actually,
it's
we get a travesty of justice. So it should be above reproach.
Who is
so I think even amongst the three arms of government,
they should be above reproach.
Should be squeaky clean.
Yeah, but who is giving the bribes?
Please, it's not all the wananchi.
You're the advocates who are giving the bribes.
Now you want to say it's...
You are the
culprit. The wananchi should be above reproach.
The point is,
the argument.
Are we ready to win against all odds? Or are we interested in justice? The moment we are not interested in justice, then anything...
Who is we?
So, as Kenyans, that's
No,
the point.
don't. You are condemning now. He has shifted it from judiciary.
No.
He has brought it to Kenyans.
It takes a Kenyan
He has flipped it.
to bribe a Kenyan judge. So let's not start thinking...
It doesn't take a Kenyan. You can be an Englishman. You can be an Italian.
we're
You can
talking
be a
about Kenya.
Pakistani. You can be any... It's only Kenyans who go to those courts.
We're talking about Kenya. So it is not going to be that... how can judiciary be corrupt by itself? It's people who are
But you're saying it takes a Kenyan man. It's not even a Kenyan woman.
All right.
Takes two to
No, you bring a man now.
Okay.
Yeah, because you said man.
All right. Okay, let's leave it at that. I wanted just to ask, first of all, on still on the judges and seeking their perks. I think...
and all these perks.
All these perks. Why should it be so special?
New Mercedes, new...
Why? Why do you feel so entitled?
Why do they need all this?
And why do MPs need their vehicles?
No.
By the way, they get a car grant and they can choose.
Yeah.
They get a car grant and they can choose what to do with that car grant. They don't stand there and say, I need to buy a Mercedes. I don't know whether they're 230.
Yeah, Martin, what is so special about judges?
No,
I just wanted to ask, what is so special they should be...
I think what we want to do here...
All that money for
Wait a minute, Jennifer. What we want to do here is to say that we have established a culture in this country that we cannot begin to assign to an institution. Judges have always had cars. There's a history to it.
Do they have to be...
No, just a minute. They have a history to it, just like MPs have always had cars and car grants. There's a history to it.
Yeah, okay.
Just like the cabinet has the cars, they fly the flags. There's a history to it. Am I justifying that we should be wasteful? Absolutely not. But why should we deny judiciary what we are giving to other arms of government? If we say, and I think it is President Uhuru who said that we should even reduce the size of the vehicles and so on.
I agree.
As soon as he said it, we went to Passats and then we went back to our...
But why should we be spending 15 billion shillings more in this economy that we're in?
I don't think that we can just isolate judges and stick them.
No, we're talking about judges now. We have moved from executive.
If we don't want to give
from executive, we moved from representatives. Now we're in the other arm of government. We're not isolating.
There is something we have done in this country and we must accept. My friend Daktari here has arrived in these studios in a government vehicle.
Yeah, but it belongs to government.
That is what the parks. That's the parks.
No, it's not a park. It's for his defense.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
So, you have arrived in a government vehicle, not your private 500 SEL. Did you come in a 500 SEL private?
So they want a cost of living adjustment, even in their pension.
Yes.
So every time that there is an inflation, then the pensions also is tweaked.
Yes.
Yeah. This is not applying to every other civil servant.
How come?
It's only the judges. How come?
I think,
how come?
What is so special
if we agree to it and we give it to them, what's wrong?
I think the BAL,
we just ask what's so special about them?
The BAL, what Dr. Oloo is trying to bring out is the fact that there could be issues. There are issues touching to the perks and benefits that civil servants are getting. So I think so that it is not only tailored or towards judiciary or judges. The conversation should be the wage bill burden.
The wage bill
for this country.
Yeah.
So that now we are
should
speaking
also be
on an equal platform.
Yeah, but we should
so that we are able to assess and analyze all the public service as a whole. So that we talk about the wage bill burden.
Okay, still on the wage bill, because I wanted to maybe juxtapose that with with the governance. I think previously we had the governance pension bill. Yeah. Now, so governors are seeking to have